puzzles made by Ukrainian designers for children and adults, trains, trams, boxes, and even working safes made from plywood parts. A unique Ukrainian project that unites different generations for one objective. UATV figured out what was special about these odd plywood gears. Socialization and tactile sensations are something that a computer game cannot fully provide. A physical constructor set can be replaced with a digital one, but the result of the work cannot be felt, put on a shelf, or truly shared in the spirit of teamwork. Anyone who comes up with and qualitatively makes an original game of a puzzle can confidently count on the fact that millions of people around the world will be interested in it, especially if it's a toy, a puzzle, and a constructor set. 3D puzzles had to be assembled, but they're very static. Kinematic figures and kinematic models did not have to be assembled, they were ready. That is, we have taken and done something average between the kinematics and the 3D puzzles. The simplest kinematic toys are well known to everybody swaying weights for the office. A 3D puzzle is any modular model like a plastic airplane or ship. Its fragility and the use of glue exclude movement, while kinematic toys are usually boring to assemble. The Ukrainian constructor set is a successful hybrid. Basically, it's a mechanical 3D puzzle. When a person buys this set, yes, finally, when they have assembled it, this is a beautiful interior thing. It's a beautiful toy. It's all wonderful. But there is still the assembly process. Honestly, for me, this is the most basic process. How did the idea to produce models differ from anything else? Why did Ukrainian toys manage to attract people around the world? And what should a designer be able to do to develop such complex 3D puzzles? Watch next in this program. Gennady Shestak has been running this factory for several years already and cannot spend a day without discussing new ideas for mechanical models. He used to be engaged in much more boring things. In fact, I was looking for something interesting for the format of part-work journals. These are magazines for the assembly of collections. For example, 120 magazines that are published once a week. And in every magazine there is a piece of detail or a few details. Thus, having bought all 120 magazines, you can assemble some model toy. The hybrid idea of a mechanical 3D puzzle has largely been formed already in the course of the process and has not changed since then. Gennady Shestak emphasizes that in the era of computer entertainment, the most important aspect of these toys is socialization. Our models allow us to work together. They can be assembled by a father and a son, a grandfather with his grandson, and so on, brother and brother. It is some kind of common work, as it unites us, and it allows people to start communicating again in a personal mode. It would seem that nothing can be simpler. You can grind out dozens of toys, like companies that make plastic constructor sets. Yuri Novichenko, who is responsible for the production process, admits that Ukrainian masters themselves have complicated their task many times over for nothing. Their approach is that the next version of a constructor set should not be similar to the previous one. If we make one engine, then people will not be interested, especially if the next model is exactly the same engine. After all, it's easy to change some kind of visual design of a locomotive, but who will be interested in it if the exact same mechanics are inside the package? That is why the most important thing in creating the next puzzle is a fresh concept.